Man, can you guys believe that it's finally upon us? An actual full-fledged direct that's going to be dedicated to the Nintendo Switch 2. It's been a while since, I say it's been a while as a little bit of a conundrum, but it's been a while since the Switch launched. We are coming up on its 8th year. And it's been one heck of a console. Genuinely an amazing turnaround, definitely worthy of selling over 140 million units, and honestly, by the time this is all said and done, this Switch will be the biggest selling console of all time. So making a follow-up to that console, for most companies it'd be a little daunting, but I've got faith in Nintendo. Now, in terms of the specs of the Switch 2, if you're online, you've probably have seen various reports from people working at trade shows, alleged insiders, and other sources saying kind of like what the Switch 2 is capable of. Some of these have been proven right just based off of the short video we saw. We know there's going to be mouse functionality. We just saw a new button shown off. I want to say it was either today or yesterday. That looks like a C, so people are speculating that it's either connect or copy or share. It's a lot of speculation, which I hope we get a good amount of it, if not all of it, answered this coming Wednesday. So today, at the time of recording of this video, it is Sunday. So once again, sorry for spamming your guys' box, but it's not too often that there's two directs within a week of each other. So once again, we will be doing our predictions video. Now then, this one is going to be a little bit longer because, there are a little bit higher expectations for this direct compared to the last one that was solely focused on the Nintendo Switch. One is a console on its way out, one is a console on its way in. Rumors and speculations have been flying about forever. Some people are saying that it's going to have a strong launch title. Some people think it's got a weaker launch title. When is it going to release? What will come with it? That's what we're here to try to guess. So as always, we're going to break it up into our three separate categories: safe bets, long shots, and hopium, if you will. And I'm excited to kind of see what will go here. And normally I'm a little conservative whenever it comes to these predictions. It's the Switch 2. We're gonna go all out. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the safe bets, and right off the bat, I'm gonna go with Mario Kart 9. Some people think it might get called something differently. I myself, I'm gonna go with Mario Kart 9, and I think we're gonna get a very good look at it. I think Mario Kart 9 will be within the launch window of the Switch. Now, whether it's a launch title, who knows, but I do believe that it will be launched very, very early on in the Switch's lifespan. Opening window. You need a very strong launch, and I think Mario Kart 9 will be one that will get people to go, let's everyone get one, let's all play together, let's get Mario Kart 9. Mario Kart 8 literally went from 2014 up until like a year and a half ago with content rolling out. We had the DLC pack, we had the new tracks introduced in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we had the freaking 48 new courses that was part of the kart track. So that game lasted for a while, and I wouldn't be shocked if development on Mario Kart 9 started maybe just a couple of years ago to get it in time for the Switch 2 launch. So we're gonna go with Mario Kart 9. I don't know what the gimmick will be, but I'm not even gonna attempt to guess it. I'll let them work their magic. Mario Kart 9 will be a launch window title. Up in our next one for safe bet, we're gonna get the price, and we're gonna get the release month. Now then, in terms of price, it's a bit of a tricky one. The Switch 1 launched at $300. So I'm gonna predict that the Switch 2 will launch at $400. You know, 400 is definitely a little bit steeper to pay, uh, but I'm willing to spend the extra money for Joy-Cons that drift easily. I have never bought another set of Joy-Cons besides my launch Joy-Cons because I didn't want to buy Joy-Cons just for them to drift like a year after buying them. I felt that it made no sense. I mainly played in dock. It is annoying when I'm traveling and, you know, I've got to deal with the drift, but it's something that I can deal with. So if paying extra to get better Joy-Cons is a trade-off, then I'll go ahead and do that. I will gladly pay. And then in terms of when it will launch, I'm going with June. A nice summer release for the Nintendo Switch 2. And the reason why I'm going with June is because I feel, or I believe, that Metroid Prime 4 will be a launch title for the Switch. That's another one on the safe bets. This is the one I'm feeling the least confident about in the safe bets, but I feel that, you know, they've been very, very quiet about Metroid Prime's release date. The only thing they keep saying for it is that it is going to be releasing this year. And so, with it releasing this year, I feel like they've been covering the release date so that people aren't speculating, oh, that's when the Switch 2 launches. And when the Switch 2 gets revealed, when its launch window is, that's also when they're going to reveal Metroid Prime 4, because I feel like it will be a launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2. The other thing I'm going with is that we are going to get in addition to the Nintendo Switch Online. And so what I mean by that is we've had, you know, Game Boy through Game Boy Advance on there. We've had, you know, the NES up until the N64. And so I feel that we will be getting the Nintendo DS added to Nintendo Switch Online. And we will get a little bit more expansion on how Nintendo Switch Online is going to function on the Switch 2 going forward. So those are kind of like my picks for what these safe bets are going to go. Let's go ahead and go into the long shot. Now for long shots, this is where we're going to start going a little bit more crazier. And for my first long shot, I'm going with that we will be shown a new full-fledged Donkey Kong platformer. Whether it's 2D or 3D, I'm not sure, but you know, they've been focusing heavily on Donkey Kong's redesign. You know, they've been slowly changing the art from the old Donkey Kong to the new one in a lot of their promotional material. You know, the Donkey Kong attraction in Universal is going to be opening up in Japan and here in America pretty soon. And so what better way to kind of celebrate the new opening of a theme park than having our first new full-fledged Donkey Kong platformer since 2014 as well. Tropical Freeze was an amazing game, and I'm just sad that we didn't get a follow-up to that one. I'm sad that Retro didn't finish a trilogy so that we could have both a rare trilogy of Donkey Kong 2D platformers and a retro trilogy. And so I feel that Donkey Kong is due for to return to platformers, and I think this is the perfect presentation to go with it. On the other long shot, I said this in the other video, and I feel like I'm going around in a circle getting mad, and not mad, but like going insane, and this is something that I should probably move to Copium. I probably will after this one if this doesn't get revealed. We will get Zelda launch titles to go with the Switch 2, but they're going to be ports, and I believe this is when we will get Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD officially announced, so that we can have some kind of Legend of Zelda game to go, or newish Zelda game. It's I know, newish for ports when we have other ports that can go with it, other games that can go with it, but I feel that we will get these games officially announced and that they will be part of the launch window for the Nintendo Switch 2. Speaking of that, I feel that we will also get kind of day one Nintendo Switch games to Nintendo Switch 2 edition games. If you guys saw during the digital card presentation that they were showing, they said that there will be some Switch games that will have features that are only Switch 2. And so I feel that some of the first ones that will get that will be both Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild alongside Mario Odyssey. So I feel like those are some pretty safe games that they'll be like, experience these games on Switch 2, get people to go out there and buy it, experience like 60 FPS Breath of the Wild without having to emulate it. Also in our long shots, let's see, let me reface Switch Online. Or was that in safe bet? I don't remember. Donkey Kong, wow, I'm drawing a blank here for long shots. Sorry. Usually this is a little easier to bounce off of. Oh yeah. Also in long shots, some key third-party ports. So third-party support for the Switch was, it started a little iffy after the failure of the Wii U, and as the Switch kept rolling on with success, more and more companies just were jumping on board, bringing their titles on there. So one of the most consistent partners that kept bringing new titles, reviving some of their old franchises on the Switch was Square Enix, and I think they'll continue with that, and we will get a Switch port of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm also going that we will also get physical Switch 2 versions of the Kingdom Hearts games, so the entire series up through 3 will finally be on the Switch 2 without having to play the cloud versions of it. So Square, I think, is going to be a great partner. Another great partner has been FromSoft, and I predict that Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree will also be coming to Switch 2. I'm going to say this, I feel that all of these will be within the launch window, like the first 3 months of the launch window of the Switch. So put that prediction in the bank there. So yeah, big ports from Square and from FromSoft. Alright, so those were the long shots. Some things that may happen, may not happen. I feel 50-50 on these, but I feel very good about predicting those. And so finally, let's go over to the Copium. That's right, the Copium, where we just throw insanity to the wall, where we just pray and hope, where we want our biggest desires to happen. Copium. And the first one I'm going to go with is HD 2D port or version. I don't know why I say port. HD 2D remake of Chrono Trigger. God, I love Chrono Trigger. It is the 30th anniversary of it. I feel like we just had a great concert a couple of days ago, or about a week ago now, that was playing on the Square Channel, where they were just doing a marathon of orchestrated music of Chrono Trigger. I feel that a remake of it is due, and what better way than to showcase it on the Switch 2, celebrate the fact that it originally launched on the SNES. Chrono Trigger remake is my first pick on the Copium. Second pick on the Copium. My second pick on the Copium is a new F-Zero game. I feel that F-Zero 99 was a very nice test for them to see how people would feel about F-Zero in general. It was, in my opinion, it was a very rousing success. Like the first months on that, like the lobbies just filled up instantaneously. You're in, out, you were always able to get races going, and people responded well to it. And so I think with that, we will get an announcement of a new full F-Zero game for the Switch 2. And then finally, the biggest Copium of them all. And it's way too soon for this, but I can believe. Dang it, I can believe. New Smash Brothers game. nothing else needs to be said. New Smash Bros. Do I believe in it? Yeah. Do I think it'll be shown here? A little bit. But that's why we call it copium. Alright, and those were my predictions here. A little bit of a longer video because there is a lot to cover here for the Nintendo Switch 2. A little more than one person can do by themselves, but you know, giving my best shot. Guys, go ahead and comment down below what you guys are expecting for the Switch 2. What games do you want the most to be shown on there? Will you pick up a Switch 2? Or what's like kind of the price that you'll pay for one? Comment below and let us know. This has been Miguel from Anime Secrets, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.